Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with me again. I'm your host, Derek Lane, another podcast edition to the Fast Lane podcast, your podcast for success. Thanks. Hey, kind of putting together this show, thinking about a lot of things that's transpired in my own life and how I can relate that to, the success venue that we try to push forward once, every week. So anyway, let me start out by one of my favorite quotes by saying that failing to plan is a plan to fail. Failing to plan is a plan to fail. In other words, if you don't have a structure in front of you, a goal, an agenda, something that pushes you and turns your motor on, gets you thinking about all of the things that you want to create, have, be, and do in your life, your relationship, your career, everything. If you're not putting steps into the process, you're not going to get there. No one's going to walk up to you on the street and say, hey, here's $1 million. Your dreams are now true. They've come true. That ain't going to happen. That is not going to happen. Okay, so it's up to you to start creating a plan for yourself. Start creating a plan for your life. A plan for your career. A plan for your relationship. Even if you're in a relationship, a plan to make it better. You owe it to the people around you to be the best that you can be, to be inspired. You owe it to yourself to be inspired. You only get one life. Why would you sit around idly and wait for some mysterious stroke of good fortune to happen to you versus going ahead and taking the steps, moving forward with action plans to make your life better? I would strongly encourage you to take an inventory of your life, where you're at right now. And trust me, you may be in a bad place, you may be in a great place. Either way, it's okay. Know where you are and know your goals and your objectives. Okay? Where are your strong suits? And play upon the strong suits in your life. Play upon the things that you do well, the things that people enjoy and revere about you. That is, do you understand that you are a walking resume that you need to enhance every day? It's been said that if you were a stock, is your stock going up or is your stock going down? Based upon the things that you've done lately, the success that you've seen, the career moves, relationship moves, the things that you're doing to have a more positive impact, not just your life, but everyone else's lives. That's what matters. That's what makes your stock go up. So by all means, do things to make your personal stock go up. Okay? Do something every day. Do something every day to go forward with your desires, your dreams, the thing that makes you a better husband, a better wife, a better employee, a better boss, a better person, communicator, whatever it is that you're good at, be better at. You may be great at something. You can be better. You can be better. Think about that. Reinvent yourself if you have to. Reinvent yourself if you need to. Are you stuck with routines, doldrums? I did this yesterday, I'll do it again tomorrow type of living. The things that maybe you're not comfortable with, you're just going through the motions. Reinvent yourself. Do something different. I don't care if it's just picking up a new hobby, something of interest. Learn to reach out to people. Learn to communicate with people. It is what makes the world go around. You will find vast resources within reaching out to people that you've never thought about reaching out to before. I will tell you that my wife and I, this past weekend, was at a sports venue, and it was awesome. And Place was pretty packed. We were having a sandwich before we went in, and it's standing room only. This place is packed. There's no place to sit. A guy and his daughter were looking for a place just to eat their sandwich and drink their soda before we go in. And it doesn't hurt a thing. Hey, come sit with us. Come sit down here beside us. Share our table. And struck up a wonderful conversation. The guy was just helpful about the sports venue. He was very familiar with it. I'm just saying that there are ways in which you can help yourself just by helping others, right? This guy bestowed a little bit of knowledge and sort of like, hey, if you're going here, I know the section you're at and this and that, But it was and it made my life easier because I offered him, well, I should say, my wife actually offered him the opportunity to share a table and have a sandwich. So anyway, that's what I'm talking about. Do something different. Reach out. Communicate with people. I mean, are you tired of your own voice? The things that you say, the things that you do, are they so repeated over and over and over? Or do you speak in cliches and you can almost be mimicked, by anyone that knows you very easily? Then you're in a rut of your own thinking, your own thoughts. Do you realize that 90% of your thoughts are the same thoughts you had the day before? Think about that. 90% of the average person's thoughts are the same thoughts they had before. Liven it up a little bit. Think outside of your normal parameters. I don't want to use that cliche, outside the box, right? But no, that's what it is new lines of thinking. Create new lifelines, new directions. Reach out to people. I talked about a couple of podcasts ago about asking for help, and this is kind of what I'm talking about, asking for help. Make sure that you're always asking people for help. And it doesn't mean that you're solely depending upon people. It means that you're just that. Reach out and reach out and say, hey, you might give me just a hand on this? People are glad to do it. They want to do it. People are giving by nature. People give by nature. They do. And just a quick, hey, I was talking about the sports venue. I was going up a stair and almost lost my balance. And a total stranger stuck his hand out immediately for me to grab his hand to steady, this little tight corridor of seating and steps that I was going up. How awesome is that, man? This guy doesn't know me, but he was there for me, man. Thought it was great. And that's what we need to do on a grander and larger scale, is reach out and offer a hand and assistance to our brethren. Be energy. Always accept the energy that's available to you. Accept energy in your life. Let it come to you like a supernatural force. Energy is there for you if you just grab it. Let it envelop you. Ask the universe for the things that you need to further your experience here. Ask the universe to give you what you need to further your life experience. Your life and the reality is made up of your own perception. So perceive it in a positive way. Do not let the negatives that are so easily available to us all and that can creep into our lives, do not allow that. Allow positive energy. Ask the universe to help. Relax, people. Sometimes we get too wound up, too distracted, and too involved into what I call garbage. Learn to relax and enjoy life. When things are going bad, and you're having a bad day, and it's just crappy, and you're like, God, could this day get any worse? Stop. Let it go. And relax. Trust that the universe is going to aid you and help you if you just relax. Because mental energy defeats itself. There's one worth repeating. Mental energy defeats itself. You ever been trying to think of a person's name or a place, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't get it. Oh my gosh, I know this like I know the back of my hand. But the more you try, the more you struggle, the more that you're putting it out there, the harder it is to get. And so finally you give up. You just, and then an hour later, oh yeah, boom, that's it. Because you quit struggling. You quit trying so hard. And then it came to you. Mental energy defeats itself. Okay? Consider new ways of thinking. We all have neural pathways in our brain, in our mind. And those neural pathways are like cow trails. We're going to use the same pathway over and over and over and over again. It's a well-beaten, worn path. That's how our thinking is. We continue to go in well-beaten paths of thinking. Cows do that. Deers do that. Animals out. Because that's just what they know. Create new lines of thinking. Dare to experiment with your own thinking. Dare to experiment with your own mental limitations or unlimitations. Your mental thinking is the key to unlocking the things that you want to attract in your life. We've heard so much about the law of attraction. That's a construct. Or a concept maybe. And it's true, you can do that, but you have to have the tools available to you to make that come to fruition. New lines of thinking, new ways of thinking. Take charge of your plan. Take charge of your plan. Your plan should be your plan. Only share it with like-minded people that are supportive, that can offer you aid, that can offer you assistance, that can offer you the support that you need. Share it with the people that it's worth sharing with, and reciprocate that support by supporting other people's and their plans, reaching out to new people, creating new lines of thinking. Reach out to people. This world, you can take your world and reduce it down to just a small little bubble in the universe. Just a micro dust cosmic speck. But until your energy and your mind starts to reach out and connect with other people, that's the only way that you're going to create a bigger picture for yourself, a bigger plan for yourself, a bigger happening. Know what you're looking for. You're never going to find true happiness if you don't know what happiness looks like. You're never going to find the things that you want if you don't know what you want. By all means, take stock every day, or at least once a week, to say, this is what I'm working on. This is what I want to achieve. These are the things in my life that I want to see to come to fruition. Know that. Write it down. Measure it. Alter it. Weekly, daily, whatever you feel like doing. But just review it. Review your list. You know me, pencil, paper. Write it down. By what means am I going to achieve this? By when am I going to achieve this? What's it going to look like? What color is it? How big is it? How small is it? Whatever it is that you're seeking, how are you going to do it? Again, that person walks up to you on the street and bestows $1 million on you and goes, hey, here, have a good life. Hey, fantastic. But even if you don't know what to do with it, it'll be gone soon. It'll be gone soon because you don't know what to do with it. We talked about in a older podcast about how people that win the lottery wind up broke. How's that possible? People winning 3, 4, 15, 20 million wind up broke and act like it's a curse. And you say to yourself, well, that never happened to me. Well, how does it happen to 85% of all lottery winners? And you say it won't going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to me. If I ever won the lottery, I can tell you it wouldn't happen to me. You don't